Alright, hey guys, my name is Tim and I will be doing my counselor credentialing video blog on the state of Pennsylvania. It's a state that I reside in and it's a state that I hope to get licensed in. The license in my state is an LPC, or a licensed professional counselor. There is no tiered system in the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Ohio that I am from and grew up in, there is a tiered system. That's LPC, LPCC, or LPCC-S, which is a supervisor distinction, which I really actually like because it helps give the clientele base a little idea about your experience and what you're qualified to do in the counseling arena. It's one thing I hope that Pennsylvania can incorporate in their system here in the upcoming years. For the academic requirements, it spells out the different classes you need to take, things like human growth and development, group work, appraisal. It talks about 100 clock hours of supervised practicum experience and 600 clock hours of supervised internship experience. One thing I found interesting is it doesn't actually spell out a CACREP accredited program. It just says accredited educational institution. It's kind of vague. But it's one of those things I hope to have more cohesiveness in the state and throughout the country in the upcoming years. Now, once I finish my graduate work, it talks about postgraduate 3,000 hours of supervised clinical experience with a qualified supervisor, and there's this certain different qualifications that the supervisor needs to hold: 5 years of experience within the last 10 years, hold a license, a master's degree to be able to be a supervisor. Now, those 3,000 hours I need to finish no earlier than 2 years and no later than 6 years. So it's got to be in that 4-year block between 2 and 6 years after my graduate work. For the examinations, there are 6 or 7 different examinations you can take in the state of Pennsylvania. It's very nebulous. I need to do some more research and understand what each one of these mean going forward, and I think that's going to be one of the challenges for me, is understanding in this state which certification, which test, and which organization that gives a test, what each one of those mean and what the weight they carry going forward. Another one of the more nebulous things in the state of Pennsylvania is the actual scope of practice. It doesn't spell out a specific clientele base or the kind of counselor that I can be using this LPC. That's another thing I hope for them to kind of make more cohesive or more clear in detail in the future. All right, thank you very much. Bye.